This is a factory in New York from about 100 years ago. This is a factory, a current factory. This is a woman sewing in a factory. This picture is actually from 1947. And this is a woman sewing now. This is another factory that is from about 100 years ago. And this is a picture of a factory now. And the guy sleeping is all of us. It represents all of us, because if you look around, in the last 100 years, everything around us changed, except our industry. So Jordache committed to a lot of research, and with the three brothers that allow us to do anything we want, we said, okay, there must be something else we can do. We are producing in all those countries, and how do we make things better? We looked around, and Avi said that when they started the company, so I've been following the company probably since the beginning. And only recently I think I'm the new kid on the block from the speakers that you'll hear tonight. We joined in very, very late into the 3D, and we did it in a bit different way. So we wanted to see how we're going to make it successful. And successful, you can have the best technology, the best intention, but then the company doesn't want to do it. Your employees don't want to participate in it. I have here the head of my technical team, and when we saw 3D, she said, "You will not need me anymore." And I think that's the horseman about 100 years ago said, "I will die poor and without a job because of cars." But that mindset has to change. It's a change that we have to all start thinking differently. We have to open our eyes, open our minds, because otherwise we'll be riding a horse at the time of fast automobiles. So just a little bit of tips and maybe helpful tips on how we started our role of the program. We started with a very, very small concept. We wanted to test something very, very specific. I took one of our divisions and I said, we have fashion tops that we are going through sometimes 5 rounds of fit, and I want to see what will happen if we're using 3D. And when we defined that matrix, we said, if I get from the 5 rounds of fit, if I get it to 3, successful. Within the testing period of 90 days, we reduced it to 2. And that, for anybody who gets it, is a couple of months saving in the production time. The money that we save is enormous. So Browzwear people, close your ears, but I got my money back on the free test that we tested. Buy-in. Then the people that we had, they were somewhat concerned. What are we going to do with this? So we did reverse psychology. We said, you're not getting it. We said, only a couple of people will get to try it, and we'll see what happens. And we created a buzz around it. I was a marketeer of 3D within the company, and every little success I made sure to tell all the executives and everybody around. And I told the team, take your time. I'm not rushing through it. Take your time. When we went to roll it out to a wider group, we expand the training of people. Everybody was already thirsty for it. And they said, when can I join in? Not your turn yet. We created real sex appeal to it. And even when we went to our China office, and we have a beautiful development center there, when I told them, you might be getting the 3D tool, they were, when can I have it? When we gave it to them, they ran with it, and they adopted into it very, very quickly. And then comes sometimes the more difficult part, because those of you who are married know that it's fun in the beginning, but then you have to work on how to stay in. So we want to keep everybody curious about it. We are talking continuously, and I have part of my tech team here. We are all the time looking for what else. How else can we use it? What other benefit can we bring into it? We let it grow organically. So everybody that was interested in this, and now we are planning to roll in the next couple of months into a wider group of people, wider group of designers. There is a thirst for it. At this point, everybody's looking at the success and they want to join in. And you know, the last point in this, it's brag. We keep on bragging about it, and I'm here because I bragged a lot. And these are the keynotes of what we did in the way that we rolled in. And I think when now, almost 2 years later, when I look back and I say, how did we not have it before? Our teams are now looking at this, and I just came back from China, and my pattern maker, my head pattern maker told me, when I asked him, can you use it for more styles? He said, what do you mean? I'm already using it on everything because that is giving me a great tool to make sure that I don't make mistakes. So when I made my pattern and I looked at it on 3D and I found the little things that I needed to tweak or something that I didn't pay attention, then when I released the pattern to make the sample or to go to production, I'm sleeping better at night.